Alright, so in this next video I'm showing you the Arturia Beatstep Pro. This is a sequencer controller. So the reason I'm showing you all these different controllers is that I'd like to, give you a chance to see what inspires you. So this is an entirely different way of making music than what you might be used to. But this controller can interface not only with Ableton but with hardware synthesizers as well as CV control for like modular gear. So it kind of bridges the gap between a lot of different things. I use a CV to MIDI controller from Ableton to my modular on stage, and this is one of those kinds of devices that would help me sequence. But this is a sequencer, so it's a different style of making music in a hardware format. It's pretty interesting. So let's see what it's capable of doing. It's got 3 different sequencers on it. It's got 2 melodic sequencers and 1 drum sequencer. So what I have going on right now is this sound, and as you can see here in live, one sequencer sends out to channel 1, the second sequencer sends out to channel 2, and then the third sequencer, the drum sequencer, sends out to channel 10. I'll demonstrate by opening the, notice that it says MIDI from. I'm going to open this, and we're going to see I'm on sequencer 1. When I play a note, I see it's coming down MIDI 1. If I go to sequencer 2 and I play a note, we see that it's coming out MIDI channel 2, and subsequently it's going down here to this track. And then if I play my drum sounds, we see that the MIDI is coming down channel 10. So as you can see, I've delineated within here which tracks have to do with which MIDI channel. There are 16 available MIDI channels at any time. I'm going to go over this in more detail in a different video, but I'm just using this once again to show you what's possible. So let's see how the Arturia works with Ableton. I have it synced to the USB MIDI, so when I push play and I'm on one of these sequencers, I can physically watch this indicator light showing me that it's a 16-step sequence. Okay? So I'm just going to put in some arbitrary notes. Alright, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tune these notes. Again, this is a different kind of making music. Instead of playing something directly, I'm just sequencing with my hands. So I'm going to go to sequencer 2. Okay, and now for my drum sequencer, for every drum I step on, I can see the track. So I'm going to add some kick drum. Here's the snare drum. Hi-hats. And the Arturia syncs with Ableton, so if I pull the tempo down, and I can stop everything in live if I want to, but just the Arturia's sequence will go on because it is step sequencing the control inside of live. So in order to stop everything in this, I would have to stop the master clock. Again, the Arturia is a different kind of experience. It's a different kind of synthesizer. You can also turn the sequences on and play them. I can delete a track and physically record it. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. It's a totally different way of making music, and some people prefer this method. And I wanted to show it to you and see if you got inspired by it too. So that is the Arturia Beatstep Pro. There's also a smaller version, just a BeatStep, that is a single track melodic sequencer. But yeah, it's a pretty amazing device, and as you can see on the back of it here, it's got all kinds of control voltage outputs. And those control voltage outputs, those are for controlling modular gear and then other synthesizers that can use control voltage.